Putin bad news. Before Putin's elite troops could reach the decisive battlefield, Kyiv allegedly killed almost 50 of them. It has been reported that 49 elite Russian soldiers were killed while making their way to defend a strategic area of the front line in Ukraine. According to a Russian military blogger cited by the Institute for the Study of War, all the soldiers were killed in one day of fighting close to the Staromyorsk village in Donetsk. On September 5, the blogger uploaded an audio recording purportedly from a member of the Russian 247th VDV Regiment, in which the soldier says he has been tasked with recovering the remains of Russian service members from the area around Staromyorsk. As the think tank put it, the Russian soldiers' claims suggest that elements of the 247th Regiment remain defending in the western Donetsk eastern Zaporizhia Oblast area, despite claims from a prominent Russian source in late August that some elements are fighting in the Robotyne area. Ukraine's ground forces commander has previously described the eastern front line as being in a difficult state of affairs. Alexander Syrsky elaborated, saying that securing a solid defense and preventing the fall of strongholds is the top priority for Ukrainian forces. According to Handelsblatt, a German business newspaper, Germany has signed agreements with Italy, Spain, and Sweden to create a new tank to replace the Leopard 2. Krauss Maffei Wegmann, KMW, and Rheinmetall, German arms manufacturers who co-developed the Leopard 2, will reportedly lead the initiative, according to Handelsblatt, citing unnamed industry and political sources. A Rheinmetall representative was unwilling to comment for this article. In response to a request for comment on Britain's designation of the Wagner mercenary group as a terrorist organization, the Kremlin claimed on Wednesday that the group did not exist from a legal standpoint. Suella Braverman, Britain's interior minister, called Wagner, a private militia formerly led by the late Yevgeny Prigozhin, violent and destructive, and a military tool of Vladimir Putin's Russia overseas. Dmitry Peskov, a spokesman for the Kremlin, said, "There's nothing to comment on. Perhaps all that can be added is that, from a legal standpoint, such an organization does not exist." Wagner has conducted missions in Syria, Libya, and several African countries. Thousands of inmates were enlisted from Russian prisons to fight in Ukraine, forming the backbone of Russia's attack on the city of Bakhmut. It staged a brief mutiny against the Russian army's top brass in June, which President Vladimir Putin deemed an act of treason. Prigozhin and his closest lieutenants were killed on August 23 when the private jet they were traveling in crashed under mysterious circumstances. Wagner's Russian armed forces are now headquartered in Belarus. What will happen to the security services it provides to multiple African countries, such as Mali and the Central African Republic, is unknown. Russia has been hit by a barrage of drone strikes, bringing the bloody war that Vladimir Putin has been waging to his own doorstep. Air defense systems in the Kaluga and Tver regions, which border the Moscow region, and one closer to the capital, over the Istra district, were destroyed on Tuesday, according to the Russian Defense Ministry. Istra is located about 65 kilometers, 40 miles, northwest of the Kremlin, and its mayor, Sergei Sobyanin, claimed that the drones were trying to carry out an attack on Moscow, and that a consumer services facility was damaged there.